This isn't a conversation about wealth, right? Wealthy people. This is a conversation about how do we preserve everything we're building to create a solid foundation for the generations that come after us to build upon.
I can't even begin to imagine how many people need the information in this episode, myself included.
We're going out with a bang, honey. We are going out strong, right, Cecily?
Yes, we are excited. This is going to be a great conversation, very informative, very educational.
She grew up between Maryland and California. She's a 3-time women's single tennis champion in Baltimore. Like, had to add a little variety in there.
Our guest this week is Portia Wood of Wood Legal Group. That is an African-American mother-daughter estate planning law firm.
She's the mom, just so we're clear.
So Portia, if you don't mind, before we take our first break, tell us kind of what you do and the importance of what you do.
Oh, wait, in a short period of time?
They wish to close the information gap that keeps Black, Latino, LGBTQ families from leveraging and protecting their assets to create generational wealth.
We have to normalize the idea that Black kids should be trust fund kids and that I want to be a trust fund kid. Y'all should want to be trust fund kids. You better go tell your parents I want to be a trust fund kid.
Portia's passion around creating generational wealth for particularly Black families is admirable. It inspired me.
She earned her Juris Doctor degree from University of Maryland in 2011, where she served as president of her class. Wow, Portia.
And she's actually a sister of mine because we're linked sisters.
There is an important piece to the fact that there are not very many people who do this work on a comprehensive level that look like me. I like to remind people, like, let's be really clear, for 250 plus years, we were the wealth of this country.
We were the property. Yes.
We were the wealth. When you think
Yes.
about the first stocks being traded on the stock exchange, that was us. We've got to normalize this idea in our community that we have assets that we're building. We have things. We've got real estate, we've got stock portfolios, we've got 401ks, we've got life insurance, we've got all of these things that generate wealth. We've got businesses. But if we're not protecting them, then we're losing them.
One paid off $1 million house, you can leverage, right? You can take a mortgage out. You can put tenants in there that pay that mortgage, and the family gets large chunks of money every 15 years to be able to invest in more real estate, to buy businesses. This is the game. These are the pieces. Death and taxes. You know what they say? The only guarantee of life is death and taxes. The reality is most people have the loopholes to taxes. It's just not us. Could you imagine just one generation, right? Just your kids, they have 2 buckets of income. What wouldn't you try? Literally, what wouldn't you try if you knew that if you failed, you'd still have a roof over your head, food in your fridge, you'd still be able to get medical care? Why not start that business? What's lacking for us is not ideas. We are incredibly creative and talented. And we see it in how many businesses were just started out of the pandemic, out of sheer need, right? You've seen all of these businesses created. Imagine how innovative our children and our grandchildren could be if they knew that once they started, if it were to fail, that they would not be on the street. I don't know about you, but I do not just want to be a name on a family tree one day. I want to be the person that my great-great-grandchildren know and remember because I guided them, because of my planning today and my sacrifices today, put them in a position to thrive. Not just my kids, but my grandchildren and my great-grandchildren.